Okay, we are now live. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It's nice to see you all. I'm glad you can tune into my 1,000 subscriber special. This is pretty amazing. I didn't think I'd ever get to 1,000 subscribers since I just made these videos for fun, pretty much. Let me just put this in full screen. Okay, here we are. So yeah, I hope everything's working in order. Yeah, I'm also looking at the video, so I'll be able to see your comments, hopefully. As long as that's working fine, I hope it is. Yep, so I'll be able to see what you have to say and I'll respond if I can. But yeah, I just made these videos for fun. And yeah, it was just making videos about the Toaru law. And then I got more invested in making more videos. And I just kept grinding them out, just doing it on different topics, like different characters and stuff like that. And yeah, I've gotten really into it. Let me hide that. Delete that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So on the layout, it's a bit tricky. I hope the layout's okay. Hope you can hear me all right. Nice to see you, Dragon Breaker. Yeah, this tier list is made by Zoranda on Twitter. Probably can't see their name, but I put their Twitter in the description of the video as well as the tier maker itself. So you'll be able to use this tier maker for yourself if you want to. Feels quick, I guess, too. Yeah, I got some luck. I had to make a few more videos more regularly to get that 1,000. Like, I was advertising everywhere, like even on Instagram, which I don't usually do, because my Instagram's kind of a public thing. I mean, private, sorry. I'm a bit tired. Although I had a lazy day. I've been working a lot lately. I've got a beer, though, so I'm going to drink that. Yeah, yesterday I had a 12-hour shift, and that's the most I've ever worked in a day in my life. Welcome to the adult world. Hey, Sparta, nice to see you. Yeah, 100 characters. It's a lot. I mean, this isn't all the characters, obviously. This is just like the major characters, I guess, with a few background characters here and there. And it's the index ones. It's not really Railgun focused, this tier list, but yeah, I prefer index over Railgun, so I don't see a problem with this. Need a Z tier. Well, the F tier is kind of the Z tier, to be honest. Like, F is going to be definitely be the characters I don't like. But since I'm such a huge fan of the series, I pretty much like all the characters anyway. Oh yeah, I need to look at the camera here, so I keep forgetting that. This is the first time I've used camera on a stream, so I need to remember to look at you. Not too creepily though. Don't stare like that. All right. Yeah, shall we begin? Or we can chat more. No comments. The reason why I'm putting my head down is because that's how I see the comments, because I got it on my phone next to me. Anna Springle easily SSS. I don't know. Anna still needs some time to develop. I'm not doing all the sisters. That would take many years, and I'd grow very old. Older than I already am. Yeah, Diddy's got a good prediction. Alistair's SSS. Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, so how this is going to work is I'm going to start from the top. So we'll start with this top row and then just work our way all the way to the bottom. So it's in no particular order, it's just the way it's laid out. Yeah, I'm not going for like the main characters first and the side characters, because that would take like a few seconds to find each one of them, and I don't want to do that. I'd just rather just go do drag. Biagio SSS, hey Sin. Yeah, Biagio is going to go there for the... I think Biagio, we need like a meme tier, I think. There's a tier for like the meme characters like Biagio. It's like the Giga Chad. There's this guy in Discord, he's called Giga Chad Biagio, and it's like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. I laughed my ass off when I saw that on Discord. Oh, God. Biagio, what a legend. When are we going to see him again? Yeah, we're going to start with Will. All right, yeah. I think you guys want me to start, so we'll get started. Okay, yes, we have Will of the Misaka Network. And she hasn't appeared much in the novels. She's appeared like 3 times in the New Testament? Because that's when she was introduced in the New Testament. Oh, yeah, I should clarify that this this will have spoilers in it. I'll try and keep it spoiler free as much as possible. So if you see a character I'm dragging that you don't recognize, I would advise you like click off for a second and come back later, or mute it. I don't know. But yeah, with Will, I won't spoil too much about the arc which he first appears in. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I think people who haven't got to this arc probably just think she's a regular sister when she's a sister, but she's a bit more than that, isn't she? So Will, I really like Will. During the arc she was introduced, the Office arc. I won't say much details about the arc if you haven't seen it, but yeah, during the arc she had a really good supporting role in that arc. Definitely complimented Toma a lot. And yeah, without Will, those scenes with Toma wouldn't have been as good as they were. So I think Will deserves a high place. Obviously, she's not the best of the best because she hasn't had, much exploring her too much. I mean, she occasionally appears after that, but yeah, she's a good character. Yeah, everyone's saying A. I agree with that. I'm going to put her in A. Yeah, definitely a character that is underrated. Not many people talk about her that much, which is kind of a shame. I mean, I guess people just think of her as a normal sister when she's a bit more than that. So, hey ho, that's how it goes. And now we have Mitsuari Ayu. Okay, if you know me, I have a grudge against Ayu because I'm a huge Shokuho fan. So I'll try to be a bit less biased than I usually am about her. Yeah, she is a good character. I think in Astral Buddy, if you read Astral Buddy, she's really good as an antagonist in that. I definitely felt for her the most in Astral Buddy. I didn't really care for her in Biohacker. I was really annoyed by her in Biohacker. She just treated Toma like trash in that volume, and then she was trying to get sympathy points at the end just because Toma forgot about her, or yeah, he picked up the wrong phone, didn't he, or something like that. And yeah, in the mental out arc, I didn't really like it that much. I'm sorry. I get what they're going for. She's a tragic character. She's kind of like a Saten on steroids. What I mean by that is Saten went through this arc of wanting to have more higher Esper ranking because she was level 0 and she felt that she was invaluable compared to her comrades. So she's kind of like a darker version of Saten and a bit more powerful, obviously, because she's level 3 and the opposite of Shoko. So yeah, I think she's okay. I really don't like it for what she did to Shoko. I think she's really selfish, but I get that's a character flaw. She's meant to be written that way. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily bad writing to be a selfish character or an obnoxious character. I get why she's like that. So I'm going to put her at B. I know that's a bit harsh for her because I know a lot of people like her and think she's a really good character, but I'll put her in the middle because that's fair, in my opinion. Yeah, she has ups and downs. I agree. No, I thought it was mental. I thought it was level 3 as well. Fuck's sake, I can't even speak. I thought it was level 4 as well, did he? Until I read Astral Buddy again, and it was level 3. So yeah, it's a level 3 ability. It seems weird that it's a level 3 ability when it's a pretty strong ability because it's a mind control ability. Yeah, Astral Buddy is a saving grace. I agree. Sorry, I can't read all the comments, by the way. I'm talking while I'm doing many things at once. Okay, now we're at Noken. I fucking love Noken. No debate, SS. Noken is amazing. Best doggo. Noken is easily my favorite Kihara. He's just such a cool character. I know he's a dog, but people won't understand if they take this out of context and don't know who he is. But this dog is a really good character. Yeah, he just got a lot of complex morals. He's serves Alistair, but he also for the Kihara family, he's a really he's not as bad as the other Kiharas. Let's say he's actually got some good in him, and he always weighs up what would be good in this situation. And Yuitsu, his partner, kind of copies that. Gentleman. He calls himself a gentleman and he smokes. And he's like really old as well. He's like 50, isn't he? So yeah, I think Noken is really great. Obviously, something happened to him in New Testament 14, and then then something else happened to him, and I won't say in the recent volumes. So yeah, it's whether you think what happened to him in New Testament 14 was undermined by him returning. Yeah, spoiler, he returns. It's hard to avoid spoilers when talking about some of these characters. So I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but it's kind of difficult. Okay, I think that's all needs to be said about Noken. Very sad what happened to him in New Testament 14. Okay, moving on. We got Kranz, who's the Russian Orthodox leader. There isn't much to say about him, to be honest. I mean, he's more of a background character. I mean, I do like him. He's pretty cool. Honestly, when I read World War III, I did like the idea of his character because he's like it's like the idea of a young king. I know he's a religious leader, but yeah, because he was like controlled by Nikolai Tolstoy. I think he was basically just a puppet under him, and he was like making all decisions for him. So it's kind of like like how it used to be in the medieval times where you had a young king ascend to the throne, but then you'd have like his political advisors like manipulating him to gain advantages. You kind of see that situation in Game of Thrones if you've ever seen Game of Thrones. So I do like the idea of his character. It kind of fits in with what they're going for, like the Russian Orthodox. So I do like Kranz, but obviously he's not a hugely developed character. He's just a political figure. So we'll give him a C. I do like Kranz. I do like what is. He serves his role in the story fine. Like, not every character needs to have like a whole lot of depth to them or have a lot of character development or backstory. Like, he's just fine as he is. Like, I don't think he's bad. Like, I think like C for me is like okay. Like D and F is where it gets bad. Yeah, some Index fans don't realize that not every character needs to be like Accelerator, because I see it on Twitter all the time. Like, oh, why don't these characters develop more? And I'm like, are you serious? Like, they don't need like. If you want to have an expanding world, you need to have like side characters like Kranz. You can't just have every character have like a development arc like Accelerator. Soviet Union didn't exist in the Index. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, World War II happened in the Index world, so what happened with that? I don't know. Maybe they did. I can't imagine like the Soviet Union using magic though. That'd be weird. Since they were all like against religion. At least Stalin was. Well, I study history, by the way, so I know a bit about 20th century. Yeah, Stalin like ordered all his bishops to be killed or something stupid like that, and banned church, I think, for a while. Okay, now we have Yui Tsu, who is Noken's partner. She's a controversial character. She's basically, her motive is revenge, and she also wants to turn. Doesn't she want to turn everyone into Kihara on Earth? I mean, that was her plan. That's like an ultimate revenge for what happened to her. I won't say for spoilers. So yeah, I do like. Yeah, revenge is a pretty generic motivation for a villain. You see it all the time. It's kind of like a lazy motivation, in my opinion. But I do like the fact that they took a spin on it, and it was like her end goal was to turn everyone to a Kihara. I kind of like that. I thought that was an interesting concept and idea. So I don't think she's necessarily bad. And she also had some really cool moments, like she actually felt threatening. She made her red bikinis look sexy. Someone saying D. No, I don't think she's a D. I don't think she's bad at all. She's okay. She's not great. Like I said, she did feel like really threatening in the story, like when she was around in the Will Rejected Rock. You know what she did to Kamisato. Not many Index villains like feel that threatening because kind of like Toma's going to win most of the time. But with Yui Tsu, like she like outsmarted both Kamisato and Toma, which I think is good. So I got to give her credit for that. I'm going to give her a B. I'm going to put it in front of Ayu. Sorry, Ayu fans. Okay, High Priest. I like High Priest. Again, not a character. Well, he does have backstory, but he doesn't have a lot of development as a character. So he's pretty two-dimensional, but I do like him. He's got a cool design. Excuse me. I like his relationship with Alistair. His interactions with Alistair, I should say. Yeah, I thought he was interesting in New Testament 13. Yeah, he does. He offers Toma to become basically the representative of the magic gods, giving Toma essentially the power of, well, the authority of what to do, because the magic gods can't decide on how they want to make the universe. And that's understandable, because when you have like multiple gods in one world or universe or multiverse, whatever you want to call it, it's like, who decides what's best for the world? And it's like, it's impossible. So the magic gods' motivation makes sense, that they don't want to interact much with the world, they don't want to change much. So it's better to have one person decide for all of them, because they won't be able to decide on anything otherwise. So I like that about him, offering Toma that kind of power and then Toma rejecting it. I thought that was a nice continuation from what happened in the Ophnus arc, because the reason why Toma rejects it, because what happened in the Ophnus arc, and we all know what happened there if you've read the novels. So yeah, I'm going to give him a B as well. I'm going to put him for the Yusu. Okay, we have Top Nep. Oh shit, my camera died? Oh no, what happened there? You gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Thank you for letting me know. The fuck? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Oh, that doesn't happen again. Yeah, this is all new to me. I don't know why I did that. Apologies. Okay, yeah. I didn't mean to put it there. Don't judge me. I was just putting it there to change. Okay, Nep. I really like Nep. She's cool. Again, not much. Well, just have some development. Like, she did save a certain character in New Testament 14, which was quite a change from her, because she was quite a cold character who didn't really care for much. Thick mummy. Yeah, she is a thick mummy. I wouldn't mind to let her be my mummy. Right, that sounds so wrong. All right, let's move on from that. Let's move on. Yeah, I like Nep. Yeah, I like what happened with New Testament 14 and the little arc in that volume. So we're going to give her an A. Shall we rank her above Will? I'll give Will the slight edge over Nep. Okay, Niang. Niang can be annoying sometimes, but I do like her. I like her design, actually. I think it's a cool design. Again, not much to a character. She's more like, I mean, a lot of magic gods are the same. They just really like fighting. It's kind of like a 4 kind of thing. I mean, it's because they're so bored. Like, magic god's motivation just said, like, they're really bored and they don't really care what happens to them. They just want to have fun, basically. Which is quite a unique take on God, because, gods aren't really depicted like that in stories. But Index does. The Index gods don't really care what happened to them. they don't really see the purpose in existing anymore, which is why they are fine with like getting Will rejected and Alistair messing them up. So like, oh, this is all new. Yay, Alistair. We don't mind if you mess around with us for a bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rank High Priest above Niang, because I like High Priest a bit more. Okay, Kamisato. Oh boy, this is the controversial one. I can already see everyone. What are your opinions on Kamisato? Oh, SOA. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Some people saying S, some people saying F. Oh my god, we're getting every tier. We are getting every tier of Kamisato. I think everyone has said at least every single one of these tiers for him. Okay. All right. I like Kamisato personally. I think, yeah. Right. Isn't interaction with right? Okay. You can say his motivation is stupid for not liking the harem, but like if you had 100 girls like suddenly falling in love with you, and you got this like superpower that could do that, like you'd be like pretty skeptical like maybe you say like you don't really understand why they're coming towards you, like they want to be with you 24/7. I mean, I'd be pretty freaked out if like hundreds of girls like wants to be with me 24/7. I'd be like, go away, leave me alone. Of course, I'd have one for myself maybe if I liked one of them, but 100, I mean, that's too much. That's too much for one man to handle, especially a 16-year-old boy. But I do like his interaction with Toma. I really do. I didn't really like New Testament 16 as a volume altogether, but I thought Kamisato's speech to Toma in that volume was really good. I enjoyed his speech to Toma. It was like chapter 3, I think. And yeah, his character development arc is good. Like he slowly realizes, okay, there's more. They like me for who I am rather than just because I saved them with my stupid power. So I can see what Komachi was trying to do, because it's like a spin on Toma, obviously, because he's Toma but different, obviously, because he's very many similarities, but he just sees things in a different light to Toma. I'm going to give him an A above Neck, but below Will. I think that's fair. I really thought his development was good. Obviously, I think the whole situation about him getting 100 harem members in such a short amount of time was sketchy anyway. It's like, how the fuck did he do that in such a short amount of time? Like, I don't have a clue how he did that. It doesn't really make much sense, but if we're judging him as a character specifically, then I think he's above average, definitely. I think he's good. Okay, here we have Index. And if you see my videos about Index, you know I do like Index. Obviously, she has the obvious gags of head biting and eating a lot. And that's more annoying in the anime, to be honest. But like, people don't recognize Index for, her character specifically. They just talk about her gags or how annoying she is. They don't actually consider, why is she like this? Why, what happened to her in the past? Her similarities to Toma, her relationship with Toma. They don't think about that. They don't think about that at all. They just see, oh, she's annoying. And I can see why. I already just see her as like, she doesn't do much, or she's irrelevant, which isn't true, because literally the World War III kind of revolves around Index, and then you have the climax of World War III where Toma and Index chat, and Index forgives Toma for lying to her. So it goes full circle, because that's, that all started from the first volume. So obviously you can say she doesn't do much in New Testament, which is kind of true. But I felt like the character arc was kind of done in the first series. Obviously she does some stuff in New Testament, which is cool, but yeah. I'm going to give her an A. Header there. Okay, we have Toma. Toma. Yeah, I obviously like Toma. I really like him. He's not my favorite character though. I don't think he's not my top 5 either. That doesn't mean I don't like him. He's really good, but just like my personal preference, like, I don't know. Yeah, people saying SSS. Yeah, I'm gonna put him. I feel like SSS, the 3 S's, triple S, will be like my top 5 or like my favorite of favorites. So I can put Toma here. Yeah. When I first read Old Testament, I was kind of like hoping Toma would get more development, because he kind of like stayed the same kind of, apart from like the first few volumes or so, where he was like figuring out, okay, who am I now that I've lost my memories, and how do I become a better person? So when I finished Old Testament, obviously I really liked his moral clashes with the enemies he fought. Those are very interesting. Made the characters he was fighting much more interesting, as well as himself. But he didn't really change much, so I hoped in New Testament he would, and he did a bit. It's very, like, when he had that, after the Office arc, he had like subtle character development. You can't really notice it, but if you pay attention, he does have subtle character moments where you're like, okay, Toma before the Office arc would not say this or do this, which I really like. Like, if you don't have to have a character development arc like Accelerated. I keep mentioning this. Accelerator changes a lot, but Terminator is a lot more subtle. And I really like that. I think that's good writing. So I'm going to put him SS. Not my favorite of favorites, sorry. That doesn't mean he's bad. I really like him. He's definitely a top tier character. But yeah, when it comes to like SSS, that's like these are like the best characters, but what separates these two are like my personal bias, basically. So yeah. Oh boy, who do we have next? The moment you've all been waiting for. I'm joking. All right, okay, Miska. I'm tempted. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be fair. Like, without you, I'm going to be fair. Okay, Misaka. In Index, she'd be probably ranked to C or D. Well, if we take Railgun into account, I'm going to put her here. Actually, I like her more than IU. Fuck IU. Screw IU. We're going to put it there. So, yeah. What do I need to say about Misaka? Yeah, in Index, I know people obviously really like her because she's the most popular character in the series. That's obvious. Yeah, in Index, she just feels irrelevant half the time. Like, she just forces herself into scenes, like in World War 3. She didn't really need to be in World War 3. Right, okay, she cleared out the... She stopped a nuke from firing, but I mean, was that really relevant to the plot that much? Not really. They could have done it with any character. And then she just shows up in the aircraft and says, Toma, come with me. And Toma's like, no. And then she goes away. And it's like, oh, that's all she did in World War III. And even JC Staff knew that she was hardly relevant in that arc and even cut the nuclear weapon scene out. Which says a lot considering JC Staff tries to force her into so many scenes when she's not even supposed to be there. Or like put her in fan service situations. That was emotional though, really? Was that emotional? I didn't really find that emotional, that scene in World War III. If you did, then fair enough. Maybe I've got thicker skin than you. But in Railgun, she's really good. I really like her in Railgun. Obviously, she got some development around New Testament 15, but Kamachi kind of forgot about that. I think it's because of the people didn't like that development, but I really liked it. But she kind of went nowhere with it. And I think recently, Kamachi trying to bring that back. If you've read Genesis Testament 2, so let's hope he does give him more to do with development. Actually, give a recent show up. And yeah, in Railgun, she's really good, especially during the Sisters arc, obviously. Yep, what more needs to be said? Okay, Style, the jobber of the magic side. Style. Does Style have style? Who likes Style in the chat? We have Style fans in the chat. The few Style fans that are out there. I mean, Style's got really cool design. I mean, him and Kanzaki are very similar. I kind of like Kanzaki more when it comes to like, because obviously both kind of share a similar role when it comes to their relationship with Index. But I really like Kanzaki because Kanzaki got more of a backstory than Style. About Style, you just only know he's like a guy who hunts magicians and he works with Necessarius, and he was a friend of Index's, like Kanzaki. But with Kanzaki, you also get the Makusa backstory, which I like, and it adds more to a character than Style. Obviously, he's still good though. I don't really like how the anime made him a bit more goofy because he's meant to be really serious. Like in the novels, like he like kills people. Like if you read his short story, like he's just killed like a bunch of people, which is weird because Kamachi doesn't like killing nameless characters now for some reason. But here you have Style just standing in a bunch of burning corpses, and it's like, whoa, this guy's hardcore. This guy's not a joke, which is good. Yeah, he gets killing people points since Kamachi hates doing that. Gets the points. Yeah, I think he's more developed than these characters down here. Is he better than Nep? Is he better than Index? Yeah, I'd say he's above Index. Okay, we have Accelerator. Easy peasy. Okay. Accelerator, I've already made a video on him. I mean, everyone knows why Accelerator is good. You don't need me to say it. That's why when I was like making that video, I was like, you know why Accelerator is good. I'm just going to repeat. Well, I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm just going to emphasize why Accelerator is so good. So if you want to know my opinions about this guy, why he's so good, watch my video, character analysis. Yeah, I'm going to move on. Yeah, he's great. One of the best developed characters I've ever seen in anime or writing. His development is just so well written. Okay, Kanzaki. Okay, I kind of touched upon Kanzaki when I was on about style. We're going to put Kanzaki at S. Kanzaki is basically a nihilist because like she just sees her comrades dying for her, and there's like she was too young to do anything about it really, and it's like she doesn't want to. She kind of like feels cursed by fate at the same like she was born a saint, so she's kind of like blessed, but she kind of also feels it's a curse because like she has this power that people are just willing to die for her, and she just hates that. So that's why she left the Makusa. And then she just runs into more bad luck, meets Index and Style, and then they have all the memory wipe situation with Index, and she was lied to by Lola. So she doesn't really have a true friend or someone who really, someone she can form bonds with because she cuts herself off from everyone she forms bonds with before she meets Terma. That's why she likes Terma so much, because Terma changes her worldview. Terma teaches her never to give up on her friend, despite what girls may tell her. But obviously, she only thought about the negative side of things. But later on in Old Testament 16, she learns that she needs her comrades. She shouldn't isolate herself. And I really like that arc, and they all team up to fight Aqua because she wasn't strong enough on her own. So she has to rely on people weaker than her. So Kanzaki, really, really underrated character. I don't think the anime gave her justice. Definitely an S tier. Just lacking, I don't know. She's really good. I don't know if I should put an SS. I'll leave her S. I think she's lacking a bit more spice to put her above. Okay, we've got Junko. Junko, I really like Junko. I really like her relationship with Sugita. And I think she's a cute character. She's definitely got really cool attributes. She's, a loyalty to Shokuho and her relationships with other characters. She's pretty wholesome. Obviously not the deepest character in the Index verse. And in Index, she's just a side character. Well, I won't say side character, background character, I should say, because in Index, she hardly ever appears, but she might start appearing more often now because of Astral Buddy. Yeah, I'm going to put her at A. She's a really good protagonist in Astral Buddy. Definitely really likable. Yeah, when I first heard Astral Buddy got announced, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, is this the best spin-off we could get? But when, like, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. It's like, Astral Buddy ended up being really, really, really good in the end, which was good. Yeah. Cashman, this is both. I mean, it's impossible to be completely objective. Like, everyone has biases. Unless you're like a robot. If you're a robot who just says facts, then you're objective. Obviously, you can point out like character flaws. If there are like flaws in the character itself, like inconsistencies, maybe that could be an objective flaw of the character. But for the most part, this is subjective. Everyone has got a different take on what they think of characters. It's not black or white. Like, it's no right or wrong when it comes to characters, unless they act really out of character or just bland. Although some people like bland characters. You might like bland characters, and it's like, hey, that's your opinion. Fair enough. I mean, I can say it's bland, but you might really enjoy that character. You might not think it's bland. So it's like, Okay, we're going to put her above Index. Yeah. Kamoi. I don't dislike Komoy. We put her there. She's okay as a supporting character. I mean, she doesn't really do much. I mean, okay, an Offness arc. Offness arc. All right, Offness arc bumps her up above Kranz during the Alpha world. That moment was good. That's like her one standout moment in the Offness arc. But apart from that, it's like, who cares? Don't make her cry. Luckily, she's not real. Okay, we've got Kuroko. Some people find her annoying, some people like her. In Index, she's really good. Old Testament 8. Definitely appreciated her character a lot more in Old Testament 8. Where she was like trying to find out stuff about Misaka, putting stuff into her own hands. Definitely fleshed her relationship out with Misaka more rather than just being a gag. Just be like, oh no, summer. Is that a good Kuroko impression? I think it was a bit too good. Yeah, the alcohol is a plus. Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. She can fight. Like she's strong, but yeah, her creepiness towards Misaka, she does go a bit too far. And I wish she got more moments like Old Testament 8 and Dai Heisei, because that was cool. We'll put it A. We'll put it there. I think that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got Kuroko above Misaka. Oh, very controversial. That's what we're here for. Well, it's going to get better. Let's see how many characters we can put above her. Let's see how many characters we can put above her. Imagine put Biagio above her. Oh, sorry. Sorry if I'm mumbling. I can't speak English at times, even though I am English. Okay, Himegami. Himegami. She becomes the irrelevant meme. She's like a meme character. Shall I make a Biagio tier above SSS? Yeah, everyone knows Himegami as the irrelevant character who just, yeah. But I like Himegami in her own arc, in the Deep Blood arc. She sold the tragic heroine really well. I can understand why her relationship with Izard was formed, because Izard basically offered a solution. It's like, come with me, and you basically hurt all the vampires. You know, you're pretty traumatized. Come with me. Let's do something good. Will you come help me help my friends? So I think because Izard wanted to help Index, restore her memory by turning her into a vampire. So I think Himegami wanted to do some good with her power for once, because all she ever did was like kill people with it. I know they were vampires, but they were once, human. Strong in a Dio. Probably, yeah, she's underrated, definitely. It's just a shame that nothing really happened with the character after that. Obviously, you have the Dai Heisei arc where she got like fucking mutilated. Then she like somehow survived that. I don't know how she survived Oriana's attack. Some frog doctor magic, probably. But yeah, Himegami's underrated. Shall we place her above Misaka? Oh, I mean, she only really had one good arc. Is she better than Kuroko? I don't know. We're not same. We'll put him B. Oh, I'll put him above High Priest if I can. If it will let me. Thank you. Cool. What time are we on, by the way? How far are we through this? Oh, about 15, 35 minutes through. Yeah. According to my watch. Okay, we've got Izard. Izard is underrated as well. Some people think it's a joke, but it's not. All right, Biagio is a joke, but this guy isn't. Very underrated. Yeah, he's basically used to be part of the Roman Church and then defected to England, and then he just retreated, ran away from the English Church as well. Yeah, and very interesting relationship with Index. He's basically what Toma would have turned into if Toma failed to save Index in Volume 1. Sorry, this beer is very gassy. I'm trying to hold it in. Don't want to burp on stream. That would be very rude. Yeah, we're going to put an S. I've got some good takes. Malcolm says C. On the size. Okay, so yeah, his power set. Okay, his power set. That's not. Is that a really part of his character though? Yeah, I know the magic of being able to turn your thoughts into anything is kind of dumb, but it is a very hard spell to use because it's like you have to do the Gregorian chant replica, and that takes like thousands of monks to do it. But he used the Miso Grammar School to do it instead. So that sped the process up a lot. Should I bump him down? We'll bump him down to 1. Okay. Yeah. Purely as a character, I really like him. And he only appears 1 volume, so he's not like a Himigami where she appears after that and then she's like grows worse after that. Aureolus only had 1 volume and he was pretty good for that. And his dummy was good as well. Okay, Emoto. The sisters. Are we judging all the sisters or just is this 10,032? Maybe it is 10,032. Yeah, she isn't that good. I mean, she's all right. Do I prefer her over Mikoto? No, Mikoto's definitely better thanks to Railgun. Fuck IU, we're placing above her. We'll put it there. Motoharu, everyone's favorite spy. The James Bond of the Toaru world. Motoharu's the cool guy. I mean, who doesn't love Motoharu? You're weird if you don't like Motoharu. He's just such a likable character. Very interesting morals, you know. Okay, his love for Maiko is a bit creepy at times, but I mean, I don't know if he's actually perving on her at times or it's just like actual sisterly love or sibling love, I should say. Because I feel like he kind of plays it off as a joke sometimes, you know, like how he's like, oh, I really like her in that maid costume. I feel like he's just perving on her, like jokingly. I don't think he's actually into her. I could be wrong though, because Kamachi's like a fetish. Loves his fetishes, doesn't he? But that's how I see the character. Do we rank her above Kanzaki? I feel like they're about the same. They're about the same, in my opinion. We'll just put them there. So these two are the same. Okay, we got Sasha Khrushchev. Sorry if I can't say the Russian name. Let's call her Sasha. Like, did we count her Misha, Gabriel, Archangel, Power of God form, or do we just count Sasha? I'm guessing we just count Sasha because Gabriel's got its own icon. So this is Sasha. I never really cared for Sasha. There's not much to say about Sasha, really. She's like, yeah. Does she even have a character? Like, even in World War 3, like, I don't think she had a character. She was just like there. And just letting Vasilisa torment her. Yeah, maybe I should have put her in F. Like, if you don't have a character, if it's just nothing to your character whatsoever, I guess an F. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't mind the design. Obviously, the bondage thing is a bit weird, but I do like the color scheme, like the colors on her outfit and stuff. Well, yeah, is there anything to Sasha's character, not counting the Misha stuff in what do you call it, the Angel Fall arc, because that's not her. That was Gabriel. Yeah, I don't care for her character. She doesn't really have anything go for her. Okay, we've got Etzali, and I don't think it's Unabara Mitsuki. I'm pretty sure that's Etzali. Etzali, okay. Etzali's, I really like Etzali. He's cool, but how he developed feelings for Mikoto that quickly, bit strange. Like, why Mikoto? It's not really clear why he likes Mikoto that much. Like, it's not really, like, his affection for Mikoto isn't really fleshed out that well. But yeah, everything else apart from that is really good about Etzali. It's just the Mikoto stuff is like a bit iffy with me. And the Mikoto stuff is important because that's like why he stays in Academy City and why he joins group. So it's not like a thing I can brush off that easily. Yeah, he's a bit weird. It's like, why Mikoto? We'll put him here. I think that's fair. Last Order. SS. Definitely. Obviously, Accelerator can't be as good as he is without Last Order. She supports his character really well. And she has standout moments of herself, like in the end of Battle Royale. Really good. Her speech pattern can be kind of irritating when she goes, Misaka, Misaka, Misaka. But that's a nitpick. That's like a slight issue, you know. Okay, Kazakiri. Another underrated character. She complements Index very well because they're both from a similar background because they're both like used as objects for their respective sides because Index is used as an object by the magic side and Kazakiri is used, you know, just as a monster. Well, she thinks of herself as a monster created by the science side. And then she realizes, no, I'm not a monster. Thanks to Toma. I can do some good in the world and I'm a person. So it's like her, yeah, she has an identity crisis just like Index does. Both of them suffer from a crisis of identity. And it's like figuring out who they are. And also Toma goes through the same thing because Toma has an identity crisis as well. They both go through it. I'm really mumbling right now. I'm sorry. I shouldn't mumble. Sorry. I was trying not to mumble. It's just a bad habit of mine. So I like Kazakiri. Obviously, she's not a standout character because she's kind of quiet, but we will put her. I like her more than Kuriko as a character. Put it there. Yeah, she doesn't need more development, but my interpretation of the character. Yeah, I think she's good from my interpretation, from what I've read and how I see things. And out of the arcs she does appear in, she does have a pretty decent role in each of them, even after her first arc. Like Academy City Invasion. Obviously, she's just standing there like this with her tongue out. But she's still important. And then Will of Free, obviously. Itsuwa. Itsuwa's cool. Not as good as Kanzaki, because Kanzaki's got a lot more depth to her, I feel. But Itsuwa's really cool because she's, bodyguard. She stands up for herself. Like, she takes on 2 members of God's Right Seat, and she's just like a standard magician. You got to give her credit for that. I know she got destroyed by Aqua pretty hard at the start, and she was the one who defeated Aqua with the State Destroyer. So that's pretty badass. Obviously, they worked together as a team and Toma helped, but she is the one who did the finishing blow on Aqua. So she, even if she gets defeated, she'll stand up and she'll try to help. She's pretty determined, pretty strong character. Obviously, she has feelings for Toma, but she's not totally. The feelings for Toma don't totally control her or determine her character. She stands as a character on her own, I feel. And she has some really cool moments. I think Kazakiri is a deeper character than her. But I think my personal preference, my personal bias is I like it's more than Kazakiri, even though Kazakiri is a deeper character, I think. We'll put it there, above style. Okay, we got Blau. Blau! The fetish king himself. Okay. Okay, so it won't be a surprise that Agami has no depth to him at all, but not every character needs to be deep, like, seriously. Like I said, supporting role is fine, and Agami is just comic relief, pure comic relief. And when I first read Index for the first time, like, Agami just made me, like, fucking laugh all the time. Like, he's maybe, like, it was nice to have some comedic moments in the story so that it wasn't always serious. But yeah, Agami just had me dying. That speech in Old Testament 5, that was just hilarious, man. Where he talks about his fetishes, it's like, bruh, chill. They cut that out from the anime, and it's just so sad. Why did they cut out that speech? Like, it's just such a good speech. You're such a someone saying he has depth. All right, please. All right, should I make a video on how much depth Ogami has? The only depth he has is like when he's looking for some depth with girls, I guess. Yeah, for what he is, obviously he's not intended to be, a serious character, but for what he is, he's amazing. You get me? So we're gonna put him. Should I put him SS? People say an SS. Okay, we'll put him SS. I'm getting really hot, by the way. I'm gonna take out my jumper. I think it's because the laptop's warming me up as well. I'm just getting really hot. Okay, Uiharu. Uiharu. I mean, she's okay for a supporting character. I don't dislike her. I'll put her there. Yeah, I like Kranz a bit more than Uiharu. Obviously, she does have some pros. I feel like even recently in Railgun T, where she had the anime original scene with Sogita, I really like that scene. But yeah, I like her role as the hacker. Like, she's the best hacker in Academy City. But yeah, she's just behind the computer most of the time. Uiharu development is amazing. Latest Railgun manga chapter though. Is it though? Like, okay. She didn't even get much development to her character though. It was just like a new power, wasn't it? And it's like, okay, Komachi made a tease that she could have had a new power or whatever somehow. But her power conveniently was enough to like weaken Kimi, the fucking black hole. And it's like, how convenient. Her new power specifically solves the situation they're in. And when I read that in the Railgun manga, I was like, really? She's like strong enough to stop a black hole powered Esper and dragon. It's like, what? Are you serious? I mean, give her a power, fine, but that's a bit too much. Like, I really didn't enjoy her development in the Railgun, latest Railgun one. Yeah, it was like, yeah. Hardly anyone understood it. It just came out of nowhere. Like, okay, Komachi might have teased it once, but there was literally no foreshadowing to it at all. So yeah, I'm not. I don't hate her. She's okay. Heaven Counselor. Again, he's a really good supporting character. He deserves at least an S. Yeah, as a supporting character, he's really interesting. I really hope we find more about him because we kind of got the Alan Bennett situation thing going on. Well, that was turned out to be a lie, so we don't know who he is yet. I still think he might be a right-hand user because, Imagine Breaker, Will Rejector, Heaven Canceller. And it would explain why his medical skill works on Toma with a right-hand ability, because right-hand abilities work on Toma. We've had a precedent for it, because Kamisata's Will Rejector worked on Toma. So you never know. Or he could be the number 6. I have a theory that he might be the number 6. The oldest Esper. Although that was kind of who is it, from the Biohacker? The beginning child, but you never know. He might be a gemstone. And no one would predict it either. I mean, it's like him and Ogami. Both of them, their true names haven't been revealed yet. Their real names. We don't know their real names yet. So Ihana Etsu might be one of them. Obviously, everyone thinks it's Ogami, but I think that's a bit too obvious. Everyone will see it coming, and when it happens, it'll be like, oh, that wasn't surprising. That was actually kind of lame. So, but if it was a Heaven Cancel, I feel like it'd be more of a surprise. It'd be like, whoa, it's Heaven Canceller? What the hell? Because that changes everything. That spins like the entire past 50 volumes on their head, or 40. How many volumes is it now? 45 or something. So yeah, that's just a theory. Don't take it seriously. Sherry is very good. Yeah, it would be weird, but see, it'd be a good plot twist, wouldn't it? And it would make sense because we don't know his real name. Anyway, enough about theories. Sherry. So she wants to start a world war because her childhood friend died because he was meant to be like the first Esper magician hybrid. Confusing motive for Sherry, really? Literally, she goes to Academy City with and she makes a friend, like childhood friend. And I think she's got a crush on him, let's face it, Ellis. And it's basically like, oh, your friend is going to become the first Esper magician hybrid. It's like, okay, let's do this. This will be a good thing for both the magic side and the science side. It might improve relationships, relations between the two sides diplomatically. But no, it backfires. And he dies. So if that happened to you, if you're from the magic side and you're trying to improve peace between the two sides by letting your friend go over this experiment and it goes wrong and they die, you would hate the crap out of the Academy City for doing that. Or the scientists. But yeah, I mean, you can have personal grudge, but at the root of it, Academy City is at fault for that because they authorized that whole experiment. And while Academy City still exists, they'll continue to do stuff like that. So in a way, Sherry, from the magic side, feels sympathy for all the crap human experimentation from the on the science side. She's one of the few magic side characters to actually feel sympathy for that. So think about that. And yeah, her ends justify the means because she thinks, yeah, we need to have a war. Let the magic side crush the science side. And that will resolve everything. So I really like her character. And she did this all on her own accord. Necessarius did not approve of what she was doing, or the Anglican Church. She did not get authorization. She was basically going rogue at that stage. And I don't know why they let her back into the church after that, to be honest. I can't remember if it was explained. But again, that's more of a story issue than a character problem. Character is getting there. S. Definitely one of the best villains in the series, I think. Her motivations make sense. They're interesting. And her morals are complex as well. Not completely evil. So Sherry is definitely one of the best. Yamikawa. She has one standout scene in Battle Royale. We'll put her there. Yoshikawa. Yoshikawa. So she used to be a researcher for the Sisters Project. Then she had that thing with Amoy Ao, or however you say his name. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know where to put Yoshikawa. Maybe there. Frenda? Okay, so if you've seen Index 3, you know she dies. That's not a spoiler at this stage, since you should have seen Index 3 if you're watching this stream. If you haven't, what the hell are you doing? And I feel like Frenda becomes a better character after her death, which is kind of weird. It's like, kind of, what's the point of making a character better if she's already dead? Like, the New Testament 12 stuff really added a lot of depth to a character, and I really like New Testament 12. It's definitely one of the most underrated volumes in the series. Yeah, she's a meme also. So we will put her. Yeah, I always found her annoying. I wasn't sad at her death, even though I watched Railgun S before reading the light novels. That's more like a personal, like, biased thing. Yeah, she's not bad. I put her there. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of her character. I like what they did with her after she died. I know she's got a lot of fans out there. But yeah, not my favorite by any stretch. She's okay. Mugano. Mugano is basically a female accelerator, but not as good in terms of development. What I mean by that is, she's pretty evil, sadistic, level 5, then gets beaten by someone, and then goes on the path of redemption. Obviously, accelerators is told better. But that doesn't mean Mugano is bad. Obviously, there are differences to her character than Accelerator. She's not exactly the same. Well, she's good. I really like her character. Probably top 5 girls in the series. Do I rank her above Motoharu? I think she's higher than Sherry. Yeah, we'll put it there. Slightly higher than Motoharu. I think, yeah, those three are about the same. Okay, we have Takitsubu. Some people really like Takitsubu. Some people don't really care about her that much. I like Takitsubu. Obviously, you have to talk about her relationship with Hamazura. I feel like they've got really good chemistry, considering, even though Hamazura is quite, the perv, perving on other girls at times, but it's whatever you think. New Testament 22. New Testament 22. If you read New Testament 22, you know what happens, but that changes their dynamic a bit. And it's like, was that in character for Hamazura to do that in New Testament 22? What I did to Takitsubu? What do you guys think about that? If you read, those who read New Testament 22, do you think it was in character for Hamazura to treat her like that? So I don't know, really. I understand he wanted to save Dion, but really treat your girlfriend like that? Maybe you just had to prove to Coronzon that he was serious about it. And doing that to your own girlfriend would definitely prove that in front of Coronzon. Yeah, definitely best couple in the series. Although there are not that many couples. Official couples, I mean. Yeah, I like how her rolling item and then how Mugano treats her. Basically puts her on the drugs, the body crystal. And then Himazura is like the one who kind of, gets her out of the darkness in a way. We'll put it at S. Oh boy, here we go. Aleister Crowley. Where do I begin? Aleister is amazing. What needs to be said about this guy? Well, I'm going to write. I've been writing a script for an Aleister video, and it's going to be really long. It's going to be like my part 2 light novel review. It's going to be like 40 minutes or more, just explaining why Aleister is just the best character in the series. He's probably Kamachi's best written character, period. I mean, I haven't read all of his novels, but I don't think you could top Aleister. Just how complex his morals are. He's got such an interesting character, how his character builds up over time. He's mysterious, but then the foreshadowing, it just becomes more clearer of who he is and why he's doing the things that he does. And it's so good. It's so unique. Kamachi just takes his time. He just takes all the time he needs to flesh out this character. And once you get to the climax in his arc, New Testament 18, the payoff is so rewarding. It just feels amazing. And then you have the stuff after New Testament 18, which again, I really like. I thought I was going to hate it because they do something different with Aleister. Not spoiling what they do with him, but it's still he changed a bit in certain scenes, but at the core of Aleister, he still felt like Aleister. He still had, and he also made him a bit more nicer in a way, less evil. I mean, he was never truly evil, but you get what I mean. He's more understanding of people around him and tried to do some good while he could. So yeah, Aleister. He's my favorite character in the series, so SSS definitely. Tatsumiya Saiji. This guy is an absolute mad lad. This guy is a legend. Just with pure meme value, this guy should be like an SS. You gotta love in the next manga where it's like before the plot twist happens in the Book of the Law arc. He does this really evil face, and it baits you into thinking, "Oh, this guy's definitely evil" because of how he does this evil face in the next manga. And I like to call that Evil Saiji. I need to have that as a thumbnail in my video sometime. I might do it for this video. I might change the thumbnail to Evil Saiji. It's because I love that face. Yeah, he's good on his own actually as a credible character. His relationship with Kanzaki and how he takes over the church after Kanzaki. We'll put him in a solid A. I mean, that's fair. Okay, Vento. Some people think her backstory is really stupid and that her motivation is kind of a bit extreme considering her backstory. So her brother or something got injured in a roller coaster accident and then in hospital. Oh, I think they both got injured. Yeah, they both got injured. And they were both in hospital. And then she needed a blood transfusion. And her brother offered to give her his blood to save her life. And as a result, he died. And then she blamed science for his death. And yeah, I get it. It's kind of stupid because science saved your life. And you're really going to blame, start a war on science because of a roller coaster. I get that. It's got a cool design though. yes, whether her character motivation makes sense or not, whether she would go to that level of, extremes. Maybe she was manipulated by Fiyama to think like that, but we don't know. It's never explained. I guess I think she's just so angry that she's kind of like a child that she just blames it. The easiest thing to blame, like rather than just accepting it. Like someone needs to be held responsible for it when there wasn't need to do so. So I kind of conflicted about Vento. I think we'll put her there. Yeah. Terror. Oh boy, the guy who likes drinking wine and killing tourists. I want to make a character analysis on Terror and why he's good. Terror is not as bad as people say. His ability is really cool. I like how he uses his ability. And he kind of represents the shady side of the church. Again, he's just a very religious. He's basically just like religious fanatic, but he like just takes the religion into his own, interpretation and ways. Like he's just fine with like killing like non-believers and heathens. He's basically kind of like the hardcore Christians out there who just like take scripture from the Bible and just misinterpret them, or like take certain passages to like really extreme lengths, like kind of like how terrorists do. Well, not anymore, but you get what I mean. I mean, there's Christian terrorist groups out there like the IRA in Ireland who take the Bible quite seriously. We'll put him there. I don't think he's that bad enough for DNF. Honestly, I do like his motivation. Aqua, yeah. Terra's got a cool design. Definitely top design. I agree. Aqua of the back. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, I've kind of become known as the Aqua guy. I'm basically just Aqua at the back in real life now, apart from the beard. Simp? Are you calling Aqua mediocre penis? Because that's what it means. It's like something mediocre pussy or mediocre penis. And I don't think Aqua has a mediocre penis. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure, but no, I'm not simp for Aqua. Me and Aqua are like bros. We're like one and the same. We're going to put him behind XL. SSS. Yeah, his morals are some of the most interesting in the series by far. And his backstory, he's got a code of honor. He's basically mercenary, and he goes to the Roman Catholic Church to protect England from the outside. And he's willing to put matters into his own hands. Like, he was fine killing Terror, who's one of his own colleagues, just because he hated the guy. Like, how based is that? Just kill you. Like, there's only 4 members in God's right seat, and he's just like, I don't like you anymore. You're a dickhead. I'm just going to kill you with a pillar. Like, yeah, he's just a Chad. Let's face it. Like how he gives Toma a chance to live. Like, he doesn't go around killing people if it's not necessary. Like, he doesn't kill any of the Makusa or Toma because he's like, he realizes, he knows Toma is the problem. Well, he recognizes that without a Imagine Breaker, Toma is nothing. So he's like, okay, I don't have to kill you if I don't have to. So just give me a Imagine Breaker and this war will be over. Like, there won't be any more problems between the two sides. Yeah, and this whole bromance with Knight Leader. How he rejected, didn't want to become a knight. All that's like super interesting. I really need to make a video on Aqua. Definitely one of the best characters in the series. Okay, Oriana. Ariana is actually one of the few characters who got better in the Index manga because we got a bit of a backstory. And we didn't really get much of a backstory in the light novel, if I'm correct. So yeah, she was like if you read the Index manga, you know she was a nun before becoming like a mercenary magician herself. And I really can't remember her backstory that well, but yeah, I think she just like saw like people like suffering around her, and just decided that she needs to leave the church and then put matters, just serve whoever she wanted to serve. Well, she ended up serving the church again, only because she was getting paid though. Like, yeah, she did. She did somewhat agree with the St. Peter's Cross thing, from what I remember. Like, she was trying to justify it, saying that there will be no more war, I guess, if Academy City becomes Catholic. And I like how, I mentioned this in my Latin review, but she is quite a fan service heavy character, but she uses her fan service to distract her opponent in fights, which I think is probably the best application of fan service in Index. So she gets plus points for that. We'll put her there. That's fair. A. Yes! The moment we've all been waiting for. Biagio! Biagio. Biagio. Okay. What is there to say about Biagio? Should we make a new Terrio? Oh, wait. I messed up. Sorry. I see how it works. Okay. Delete row. Yes, please. Delete that. There you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's his own tier because Biagio is a god. So, hey, that's all needs to be said. If you disagree with that, you go to hell because Biagio says so. Okay, Angelina. Never really cared for her. D. Agnese or Agnese, I don't know how to say her name. Agnese, who knows? Okay, she's another religious zealot, takes this religion way too seriously. And she has somewhat of a tragic backstory because she's like an orphan. But yeah, I never really cared for her character that much. See. She's okay, but I never really cared. I don't know. Old Testament 7, okay, she's an orphan, but you don't get sympathy points for just being an orphan. You need to be a bit more than that. Give me some more depth to her. Ursula. If this was before the end of New Testament, I'd probably rank her like a C. But thanks to the Coronzon arc, she's definitely going up quite a bit. I'll put her at the top of B. Yeah, the Coronzon arc definitely had really good moments for Ursula. She really needed those moments because she was quite a meh character before that. She didn't really have much of a character. Those really fleshed her out. Gave her some development, which was really nice to see for an underutilized character. And the chat with Alistair was really good. The conversation. That scene was amazing. Fukiyoze. She's really just a generic tsundere. Just, yeah. Not much to a character. Fukiose. Do I dislike Fukiose? No. Put it there. Lola. Kronzon's got another one, so I'll rank Lola and Kronzon the same because I viewed him as one and the same character. So Kronzon. So yeah, Kronzon didn't really have much depth to her. We didn't really know why she was doing all these things until like New Testament 22, which is like, oh, I'm going to destroy the world and then restart it. So it's like, okay, at least that's something. I mean, I like that. Kind of contrast from the magic gods' way of doing things. Because the magic gods didn't want to destroy the world, but she was like, yeah, so she's like, kind of like the opposite belief of the magic gods. And I get what she means, like, she's similar to another villain from another series. I can't remember where they're like, oh, we need to like restart the destroy the world. I mean, Fiamma was kind of like that, but not quite. Like he still wanted the world to be there. Like he still wanted the universe to be there. He just wants to cleanse it of sin. But she wants to destroy the entire thing, just restart it, and she doesn't care what really happens after that. I do find interactions with Alistair good though. And yeah, her build up. We'll put her at S. Kronzon. Yep. Yeah, she believed everything needed to have an end. Which is fair. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense because the magic gods were mortal and they, well, in terms of lifespan, I mean, and they kind of like lost the meaning to live because it's like when you get so powerful, like as powerful as a magic god, what meaning is there to life? There isn't, because you can do anything. What's the point in life if you can do anything and you don't have to work or do anything to achieve it? That's why the magic gods are just stuck in a hidden world, just being bored all the time. So Kronzon actually complements the magic gods quite a bit with her goal, because she realizes there does need to be an end to things, and life without end has no meaning, which is very true. I'm out of beer, which is a shame. I'll go get another one. Maybe I'll do that in a bit. Okay, Awaki. We're going to give Awaki... Put it there. Awaki's really good. Motivation's interesting. You know, against the human experimentation and her role in group. How she develops. And she still remains... She doesn't turn into a good guy necessarily, or good girl, I should say. I don't know. She still has like an edge to her even after she's beaten in her first arc. Hamazara, the god. Hamazara's getting SS. Some people don't like him. Those people are stupid. Those to them. They don't understand Hamazara. People discredit this man, and he doesn't deserve it. Like, people think he's a joke or he has like a lot of luck. Well, you gotta remember, this guy was like one of the, second in command of Skill Out. And Skill Out was like the largest dark side organization in Academy City. Like, Skill Out has so many members, it's like huge. So Kamaba recognized this guy, as a potential leader after his death, if something would happen to him. So you got to remember that this guy, he's very well trained in firearms. He's been in the dark side for many years, I should think. So yeah, he's not a complete joke. He actually has a decent skill set, like, you know, with all his underground exploits and being in charge of such a large crime organization. It's like, you got to give him credit. And then obviously how he changes, becomes a more sympathetic character. You know, at first he's all about punishing the higher levels of Academy City, the level 5s and level 4s, because those are the people who get all the good treatment in Academy City, and the level 0s are treated like trash. But then once he's with Item, then he falls for level 4, which is quite surprising because initially he was against, you know, higher levels, but then he falls in love with level 4. And yeah, it changes his perspective on things. So yeah, I think that's really interesting. Hamazu is a really good character, and he's he's willing to survive and do the right thing. And yeah, he's not completely good either because he's willing to kill others. So he's morally grey, which is also more interesting than being a generic good guy. Plot armor. Hamazu analysis. I will do a Hamazu analysis, definitely, because I've done like most of the main characters of Index so far. I've done Terma, Index, and Accelerator, so Hamazu will be coming up soon, hopefully. I don't know whether Hamazu has plot armor. I'd have to reread his scenes where he's, you know, against guys with guns. But if you read like any crime thriller, you know, like James Bond novels or like Jack Reacher, those kind of novels, you know, where it's like guy with gun against other people with guns, or like Jason Bourne, or even John Wick, like the movies. It's like, okay, he's really well trained, but these guys also have guns and it takes one shot. He's always in the right situation at the right time. Those guys have plot armor, but no one complains about them having plot armor, do they? Makes you think, doesn't it? So yeah, I mean, Hamazu is well trained enough for me to give it a pass. Okay, I think there's that scene in World War III where he's like with the helmeted people, and that's a bit dodgy how they like listen to what he's saying. I can't remember the scene exactly. That's like the worst scene I can think of with the plot armor, but yeah, I need to reread that scene because I think in the anime it came across really badly, but in the novel I can't remember it being that bad, to be honest. Okay, Fiamma. Fiamma is getting SS. Or should I? Should I rank him above Aqua? I don't know. When I first read the series, I ranked him above Aqua. I said about the same. Because I'm Aqua in real life, I'll put Aqua there. Fiamma is basically Jesus Hitler. His second fight with Terma is pure plot armor. What? You mean the fight in New Testament 12? Hamazu had a mech. He literally had a construction thing. Like, how is Terma meant to be like a mechanical construction like mech thing? Is that the fight you're referring to? Because that's like, I swear that was the second time they fought. So they fought in SS1, then they fought in New Testament 12, right? Yeah. I don't see how that was plot armor, but okay. What the hell's Terma meant to do against a robot? Just like go punched robot. Ah! I mean, Terma hits hard, but I don't think he's hit hard enough to break through steel. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to Fiamma. Fiamma's basically Jesus Hitler. You know, starts World War III. Again, he's another religious fanatic. Well, this is like the best example of one because, yeah, I really want to make a Fiamma video. I think he's one of the most evil characters in Index because he's just willing to genocide most of the population of Earth to achieve his, you know, perfect world. He's very utilitarian in that the ends justify the means. He aims for the greatest pleasure. But he's willing to bring out his own utopia, you know, the world which he sees will be the best.
It's a very interesting character. And I think Fiamma serves as a warning for, political figures and also religious figures. They'll manipulate people and take advantages of others to try and bring out their desired world. He represents like dictators like Stalin and Hitler. And when religion is taken, so far, people like, religion, it's just a book, whether it's Christianity, Islam, whatever. At the end of the day, it's just a book. And people start wars over some lines in a book. They kill people over lines in the book. And it's crazy to think about, isn't it? And Fiamma represents that. It's like when religion is taken to these lengths where you just think it's just lost all meaning of what it was meant to be for, to have a morally good code of, benefiting society, when it does the exact opposite of benefiting society. So I think there's a lot of lessons people can learn from Fiamma, whether you're religious or not, I think. Okay, Kakine. Dark Matter manga made Kakine a really good character. SS, definitely. Yeah, he basically sees, he's jealous of Accelerator, wants to become number one in the city. And but yeah, he doesn't understand that being number one in the city won't solve all his problems, because he's kind of fighting for nothing. And it's kind of tragic in a way, because he's been through a lot. Like, he can't save the ones who are close to him. And he feels like, becoming higher in Alistair's plans will solve all his problems, when in actuality he won't. And yeah, when he comes back in his Testament, he's like, becomes really power hungry and wants revenge. And yeah, it's just kind of sad. Kakine is just sad. He's just quite a pitiful character. But he's pitiful but cool at the same time. And then he comes back again as Beetle. Beetle isn't as interesting as original Kakine, in my opinion. But nevertheless, Kakine is really interesting. I really enjoyed him in New Testament as well. Okay, Aureolus. Did I say Aureolus? Manus. I'm stupid. Olorus. Similar names. Sorry, Olorus fans, I got his name wrong. I got confused with the goat. I got confused with Izard. Olorus. Olorus is really good. We will put him at... We've got an A. We'll put him there. Yeah. I like his dynamic with Offness. They complement each other really well. And how he develops after the Offness arc, well, in New Testament 10, where he actually saves Offness and Terma. He intervenes and stops the Saints. So he kind of like, puts his grudge aside to do the right thing, which was quite a twist, because I don't think many people saw that coming, because it seemed like he hated Offness. Well, in actuality, he didn't really hate Offness. He was just like a rival. And he recognized that if we kill Offness, then Terma is going to be ruined, and he's going to become a monster. Which would have been interesting to see if Offness died and Terma did become, a bad guy for a bit. Maybe they will bring that up. Maybe Komachi will bring that, but I doubt it. I don't see him killing any major characters. But hopefully he will. So that would be an interesting twist. And it would be nice to have Olorus back, because he hasn't appeared in so long. And it just makes you wonder, what the hell is he doing? Is he with Fiamma again? Yeah, same situation with Fiamma. Where the hell is this man? We need Fiamma back. He's in the hospital, and we have we don't know if he's in the hospital. He got picked up by the ambulance, presumably. And Genesis Testament 2 was an opportunity to show him, but we didn't see him, unfortunately. Which is a shame, but hey-ho. Okay, we've got Sogita. Sogita is going in SS. We'll put him above Hamazura. Again, not a character that has a lot of development. But again, he doesn't need to have development. He fulfills his role in the story amazing. Like, again, I wish he appeared more often. But yeah, well, at least we got him more in Astral Buddy and Railgun. Well, yeah, whenever Sogita appears in whatever you read, you know, if you're reading the novel, if you're reading Jihanki no Fanfare, which is the side story which Narita of Bakano and Durarara wrote, or if you're reading SS2 or the Railgun manga or Astral Buddy, Sogita, whenever he appears, you just get filled with hype, or at least I do. Like when you see Sogita, when you see his name, or you see him in the manga art, you're just like, hell yeah, let's go Sogita. Like, I'm just like, what the hell is this guy gonna do? Because like when I first read SS2, my mind was blown. I was like, this guy just took a fucking bullet to the heart, and he just strokes it off, and it's like, what the hell is this guy? Like, you just can't believe it. Like, this guy is crazy, but he's so likable. Like, his personality is eccentric. Yeah, he's just a really likable character, and he doesn't need development. Like, he's fine as he is. He doesn't need to change. Like, we just need more of him. Just give him more time in the novel, please, Kamachi. We need more Sogita, please. Okay, let's yeah, he's got a lot of guts. The guts tier. Let's there's not much to a character, to be honest. She's another one of these mercenary magicians who just works for whoever pays her. And her main goal is getting Toma to England by seducing him. I did like her role as a sidekick in World War III for the brief amount of time she was there with Toma. But again, there's not much to a character. Do I hate her? No. She's okay. She's better than Fukiyoze. Better than yeah. We'll put her top at C. Iwaz. Very underrated character. Iwaz just gives no fucks whatsoever. He doesn't care what happens. He just watched World War III and was like, just another war, who cares? He doesn't care what happens. I can appreciate that. It's a refreshing take on someone so powerful that they just don't care what happens. But yeah, it's very interesting. Again, mysterious. Yeah, we don't really know Iwaz's true goal. He kind of just tags along with whoever is in the driving seat, I guess. So it will be interesting to see if Iwaz has any personal goals or not, or if he's just still like a bystander in a way. Well, yes, he's a refreshing character. He's very unique. We'll rank him above Agami. Shall we? I think that's fair. SS. Sorry, I just saw someone said they were late. I saw Biagio at top tier. Yeah, that's just a joke. Don't worry. Oh, just kidding. It's not. Biagio made me do it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I mean, you can't have a Toraru tier list and not have Biagio at the top. It wouldn't be true. I mean, come on. Give the man some credit. Like, he deserves it. He deserves some love. Brunhild. Okay, if you have not read Norse mythology, you'd probably rank Brunhild at like a C. But from reading Norse mythology, that shit was hardcore, man. Like, her backstory, it's like something out of Berserk. Like, her getting tortured, and like her going through the cycle of, her saint cycle, because she's a saint for like 15 days or something, if I'm correct. It's been a while since I read it, sorry. And then she's like a Valkyrie for the next 15 days. I can't remember the exact amount of days for it, but it's something like that. But yeah, I really felt for her in her backstory in Norse mythology, and I understood why she was doing the things she did. But yeah, she doesn't really do much in the actual novel, though. I mean, she does. She does do stuff, but I mean, she doesn't really get much more character moments in the actual main New Testament novels. But her backstory, man, that was hardcore. I had to check if I was not reading Berserk or not. We will put her at definitely A. Above index. We'll put it there. Actually, I'll put style bit. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gabriel kind of like Sasha. I mean, Sasha was Gabriel at one point, so yeah, she was kind of like Sasha. Not much to a character. And also, the Gabriel in the Bible is actually a guy, not a woman. Although I don't think Gabriel's gender is specified in the novel, actually. I think it's gender neutral. Yeah, not even the character, it's just there for, raising the stakes of the story. Does it deserve an F, though? Does Gabriel deserve an F? I don't think I hate Gabriel, to be honest. I thought Gabriel's fight with Kanzaki was really cool. And I liked the fact she won World War III as well. So I've got to give her points for that. I'm going to rank her above Angelina. I think that's respectable. For fights alone, obviously not a character, but for the fights alone, D. I mean, she gets a point for the fights, I mean. Obviously, I don't mean the fights are a D. She gets a point for that. Okay. Birdway. Birdway is fun. She's a bit of a schemer. And she loves her sister. Put Birdway there. Why is she not higher? I don't know. She's lacking a bit more depth for me. I mean, she plays her role in the story fine. I like how she kind of betrayed the three heroes at the end of New Testament 3. But yeah, I don't know. She just needs a bit more for me. Just lacking that extra spice. She needs more spice. She's not bad, don't get me wrong. She's just not the best, in my opinion. She's not an S or a... I feel like all these characters are better than her in SS and S, and obviously SSS. Carissa, definitely an SS. One of the best girls in the series. Top 5 easily. Yeah, I think her motivation. Do you guys think her motivation makes sense? Because yeah, I do like her character. She's using another character that uses the ends to justify the means. So she starts a coup in her own country and is willing to kill the royal family to go down as a tyrant, and then make the situation better in England, I think. It's kind of resolved the tensions with France, I believe. Oh no, she wants to... I remember now. Does she want to take over the government to take out France? Yeah, I think that was it. Because, yeah, they don't want a war, so she wants to go to war with France and then come back and then go down as a tyrant and die and then get replaced by someone who is benevolent and good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, thank you. It's been a while since I read the British Royal Family arc, so yeah. Yeah, but yeah, she's a really good character. Very interesting morals. Yeah, I guess she sees the weakness in the establishment. She sees the weakness in her family. She feels like her way of doing things would be better for the country in the future. I think that's understandable. Like, it depends on her as a person, but I think that motivation makes sense the more I think about it. Obviously, killing her family is really extreme, and we don't really know how close she was to her family, but she prioritizes the country above her family, I guess. She hates frogs, but I love her. I mean, a lot of English people do hate frogs, but I love. I mean, you guys hate us as well, so I mean, we don't hate you that much. I mean, it depends. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship because we will fight together, France and England, from time to time. I feel like it's just more banter at this stage. It's not hate. It's more like joke hate. If you get what I mean. It's more jokes. A lizard. A lizard is respectable. Or respectable is a word, isn't it? Not much to a character in terms of depth. I mean, she's stereotypical queen, wants to do good for her country and her family. And yeah, to be fair, she does have a lot of charisma. She is likable. Like she's not too stereotypical because she's got like a funny side to her. She's not too serious. She likes taking a joke. I like that. Makes her more likable rather than just being a generic, boring political figure. That's like I'm a political figure. I do diplomacy. I have no personality. So she's got some quirks to her. I like that. She can be funny sometimes. Put it there. See, not bad. Not amazing. Not good. Just okay. Amata was refreshing because a lot of the index antagonists are, they want to do good in the world, but approach it using the wrong means to do so. But Amata's just straight out bad. He doesn't really have any good to him. Obviously, in a story that would just have Amata as like the main villain, that would be bad because he'd be kind of like, oh, it's just a generic villain who just does bad things because he likes doing bad things because he's a sadist. That's just really boring. But in Index is refreshing, and I like his dynamic of Accelerator. It's really entertaining. Their chemistry is amazing. Even in the anime, it's like probably one of the best things about the anime is their chemistry. He's just really charismatic, which definitely makes him more interesting than just a generic bad guy. I'm bad, I do evil things. So yeah, he's got a funny side to him. We will put him in B. Put him above Vento. Shall we rank him higher than Himigami? Yeah, we'll rank him higher than Himigami because Himigami, like I said, went irrelevant. So yeah. Yeah. Just reading the comments. Yeah, Mata is quite quotable, so is Accelerator. Worst, definitely one of the best skills in the series again. Worst is getting here. Worst dynamic of Accelerator is amazing. And how she develops, it's really good. I mean, their fight scene in Old Testament 20, really amazing. I was blown away by that fight. And you can understand why Worst thinks the way she does, because she has all the negative thoughts of the Sisters project, of all the clones, all the deaths, But she realizes that, there's more to Accelerator than just a killer. Isn't there Roberto in this list? If there's not, that's a shame. I think you're right, isn't there, Roberto? Oh no. I really like Roberto as well. Okay, imagine Roberto is around here. I'm going to rank Roberto. Again, he doesn't develop much. He's more of a side character, but what ranks him higher than like Lizard and Kranz is like his charisma. He's he's more charismatic than both. Like he's really got a likable personality. So I'd probably rank him high B or low A if I could. If Roberto was on this list. Okay, Maiden Versailles. The French are here. Does the Maiden Versailles have a character? Because all I remember is a fighter Carissa. If she has a character, then someone tell me. Someone comments. Yeah. I don't see anyone saying she has a character, so because I don't remember her having much to her. Did she get a backstory? Oh yeah, she has a sister, doesn't she? Oh yeah, Lizalina is her sister, isn't she? Yeah, I forgot about that. But I remember now. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, she's sister of Lizalina. Or you didn't really get much of their relationship, which is why it's quite easy to forget that they're sisters. Yeah, this is a cool sword. Even the fighter Carissa was like, nah. Although, yeah, I did give Gabriel praise and she was involved in that fight, but do I like it more than Angelene? I don't know. Both are like non-characters to me. It's like I don't care about any of these characters. I mean, it's just say either rather than any because I do care about a lot. Most of these characters I love, as you can see. Screw it, we'll put it there. Oh, first dislike. Very disappointing. Okay, I'm going to get another beer. I'll be right back, though. I'll be like 1 second. If I can put this down somewhere, that'd be good. I'll be back shortly. Sorry if I was making a lot of noise with the moving the microphone there. Just told you I wouldn't be long. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that there. Yes, I got myself another beer. Cheers. Hope you all enjoying the stream. I think we're about halfway through. Don't know how long we've been going on for. Holy shit, we've been going on for a long time. That's okay, though. I don't have work tomorrow, which is good. Yeah, cheers. Hope you're all enjoying yourself. Okay, we'll continue now. Villian. I like Villian because I'm an Aqua fan. Obviously, she is a damsel in distress, but from my memory, she does stand up at one point in the British Halloween arc, British Royal Family arc. So, yeah, she mainly compliments Aqua, to be honest. And yeah, they wanted to go with the George and the Dragon situation thing. They wanted to replicate that. Komachi did. So that's why she's a damsel in distress, because Aqua is meant to be St. George, and She's meant to be the princess that St. George saves against the dragon. The dragon being Carissa or Knight Leader, I guess. So yeah, I get what they were going for. She's not that bad. Do I like her more than Lessar? My mouse is being stupid. Oh my god, it's being probably because my hands are a bit wet from the beer and it's slipping. It's okay. Seria. I like Seria. In Biohacker, she was probably one of the best things about it, to be honest. I didn't really like Biohacker as a whole. I was pretty disappointed with it. I thought her backstory with Toma and Mr. Ari's backstory were even much more interesting in Biohacker. Excuse me. But it ended up being more about lolly thighs than actual plot, which was disappointing. Seriously, the amount of times Komachi mentioned lolly thighs in that fucking volume was stupid. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, I mean, she's fine. She deserves at least a B. Put it there. Shokuho is best girl. Why is she best girl? I'm glad you asked. Like, her morals, very interesting. One of the most interesting morals in the series. Because she's quite manipulative. But deep down, she's a good person. But she doesn't mind, like, controlling others. But sometimes she does, actually. Like, she thinks about it more than you would think. Because she doesn't want to control people and then get them in harm's way. As then she feels really responsible for that. So she does have some, considerations about using her power in the wrong situations. And yeah, backstory of Toma. Honestly, when I read New Testament 11, I actually felt there was genuine chemistry between Shoko and Toma when I read their backstory moments. And I read that some people don't like New Testament 11. And I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess after the Offness arc, it would be difficult to come back after an arc that good. But at the same time, when you have such a climactic arc like that, you need to start at the bottom and then work up for another climactic arc, if you know what I mean. So you have to build up again. So you have to start from somewhere when you reach a climax like that. So New Testament 11 is fine to me. Although I did like, people don't give it credit for, is like, instead of just like telling her backstory just like out of the blue, like that would be so like easy to do. Just like, oh, I'm going to write a backstory of her telling someone or whatever. But no, Shokuho is going to the different locations she visited with Toma. And then that's when we see the flashbacks with the backstory in it. I really like that. I thought it was a creative idea. So she's actually going to these locations in the present. And it makes sense. Can I move on to an interesting character now? Are you serious? Bruh. Don't show the disrespect to the queen like that. So yeah. And I really like what it did with her at the end of New Testament. That was really good. In New Testament 22R, that was really good. I won't spoil what happened, but yeah, that was amazing. Gorgeous Palace. We didn't really get her backstory because that's like in one of the side stories, isn't it? Which didn't get adapted. I mean, that's in the anime at least, but in the novel it's different. We get a bit more on her. You know, she was mates with Shinozawa Chimitsu, who was school sniper. The second sniper at school, I should say. Yeah, she's okay. She's all right. She's just angry that her best friend died. Or maybe it was her crush. Probably a crush, I don't know. She used to be a part of Anti-Skill, didn't she? She was like a teacher at Academy City, then became like a mercenary. I can't remember why she did that, but yeah, my memory's a bit hazy on her. It's been a while. Yeah, I don't know if they were boyfriend and girlfriend, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. I think they said at least she was the friend or whatever. I mean, they're both like adults, so it would make sense. We'll rank her higher than Angelina. Yeah, she's okay. We'll give her a C. Super Kinu Hata. Kinu is going to get. We'll rank her same as Birdway. Kinu Hata is really good. Not much depth to her, but she's entertaining in every scene she's in. Yeah, just for pure entertainment, she's really good. And her relationships with like Hamazura and Mugano and Tickets to Boo is always interesting. S for Super. I would do for the sake of it, but I feel like these characters are better. Vasilisa. The character anime onlys probably don't have a clue about or don't remember. Anime onlys be like, who the hell is this character? But Vasilisa, I really like Vasilisa in a novel. Obviously, how she treats Sasha is a bit weird. But I really like her magic. I found her magic really cool and interesting. And yeah, she gets plenty for the Orphaness arc as well. I like her in the Orphaness arc. And I really liked the little side quest in World War III where she took on Nikolai Tolstoy. And that wasn't a filler side quest either, like the one of Misaka, because that was actually relevant because the Russian Orthodox were part of the main part of the war. So it is important that got resolved. It's important that we did get more about the Russian Orthodox in that arc. And I thought her role in the story during that arc was well handled. And it was interesting to see how the Russian Orthodox was operating. So we're going to rank Vasilisa. Obviously, she's not the most complex character in the world. We'll rank her there. Matai Reese, or Risa, I don't know. However you say his name, is the Pope. The first Pope, at least. Don't know if the second Pope's here. Pietro Yogdis. Don't think he is, actually. So we only got Risa, how you say his name? Risa, Pope. The Pope is fine as a political figure. He's like same as Kranz, to be honest. A bit higher than Kranz. He's fine. He serves his role in the story fine. What more needs to be said? And you kind of feel sorry for him after he loses, after he's not the Pope anymore. And he gets replaced by Yogdis, who's just a dick. And then he forgives Yogdis for basically being an usurper to the Popery. Popery, I don't know if that's a word. Might be a word, I don't know. Okay, we got Tabigake, aka Misaka's dad. Tabigake is going in B because he is entertaining. I wish we got more of him. If we got more of him, probably be higher. No, I see. Yeah, Misaka's dad's an interesting character. Like, he just travels all over the world doing these different jobs. And yeah, I liked his conversation with Alistair. I just wish we got more of him. He seems really charismatic and interesting and likable. Obviously, he's probably not the best dad in the world since he just like ditched his family. Yeah, don't know why he's still married to Misuzu. I guess you just, I don't know, that's part of his job, I guess. I think he does care for his family, just his job requires him to go across the world and not spend much time with them. Okay, Yobo Banker, aka the boy with the goggles. Not much to his character. He's kind of just there. His ability is cool, kind of. But again, doesn't do much at all. So he's going to get an F. For Maya, the replacement for Frenda. For Maya is okay. I probably like Frenda a bit more. I don't know. No, which one I like more? I'll just rate him the same. Screw it. I don't really have much to say about Fremaya, to be honest. Maybe I should rank lower because of that if I don't have much to say about her. Is there anything to say about Fremaya, chat? What do you think of Fremaya? Let me know. I want to see your thoughts about Fremaya. I'll wait until the live stream catches up because there's a bit of lag because it's like 5 seconds behind, so I'm speaking, but you have to wait for you. Yeah, maybe B is a bit too generous for Fremaya. She does feel like a replacement. Low A, high B for Fremaya. Damn. Can you give me a reason why? Why is Fremaya an A tier character, like above average? Okay, she has a moment in the New Testament 7 where she's like, I'm a hero now. And she's like, I really don't understand what happened. I really can't remember that volume that much, to be honest. I mean, I remember the events that happened, but I can't remember why they happened. Because she goes up against Yumi, not Yumi Raka, fuck's sake. So many characters' names. Yakumi Hisako. Is that a name? I think so. Yeah, people aren't really giving me much for Fremaya, which is understandable. I probably have to read New Testament 7 again, to be honest, for her. So it's probably be a bit harsh. I don't know. Put it there for now. Probably a bit harsh, but yeah, I'd have to reread New Testament 7. Oh, someone said about New Testament 7. Let me read that once it catches up. For me, is another my friend there, maybe. Yeah, she does save herself, actually. Yeah, that's a good point, Cameron. Thank you for that. Yeah, like I said, I haven't read that volume in a while, so I can't really remember it that well. Should I put a bottom of B? Yeah, I got it. Okay, that'll be fine. Koryoru. I like Koryoru. Where should we put her? Yeah, I kind of view her in the same light as Kino Hata. Not because they both use nitrogen, but they're both like enjoyable characters. They both are very entertaining in every scene that they're in, for the most part. Both survivors of the Dark May Project, but yeah, don't have much depth to them overall. Not enough to get them up to S or SSS. Yeah, she should have development, to be honest. That's true. She has more development than Kinu Hata. I will give you that. That is true. Thank you. Yeah, for development points, probably a bit higher than Kinu Hata. She's higher than Index. Yeah, we'll put it there. Did you read Genesis Testament SS? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I enjoyed it. I think it's interesting that she's using more magic now. I think it's tying into the RNC occultics thing that was going on at the time, in Genesis Testament. Esper's using magic. Night Leader. Night Leader is getting S for Night Leader. Yeah, Night Leader's an interesting character. How he sympathizes with Carissa. Oh, got nicely aligned there, haven't I? Because he represents the military might of England, he sympathizes with Carissa's cause over the cause of the royal family. And you've got his relationship towards Aqua. Their dynamic is really interesting. How they, best friends but rivals at the same time. End up fighting each other. Really cool. Night Leader single-handedly ruined Index 3. I wouldn't say Night Leader has single-handedly ruined Index 3. I mean, plenty of stuff that ruined Index 3. But yeah, I don't know why they use like the green zeros for his forearm spell, because that's maybe like a Norse mythology spell, and those green zeros like real like a science like digit kind of thing going on. Lots more like Esper power than a magic power. I get that they have to do something to change, to have a unique effect that would cause an attack to go to 0 or to revert back to 0. But I mean, using like green digits like that just looks science to me. Okay, we have got Kihara Biori. Biori is a bit meh. Very generic villain. I know I gave points for Amata, even though he's, like a stereotypical bad guy, wherever Amata is. Yeah, he's there. But I feel like Amata is more interesting than Biori, and he's got more charisma. He's got a better personality. Although I like New Testament 4 because it's kind of like a Quentin Tarantino volume. Did I say Quentin Tarantino volume? I don't know if he wrote any volumes, but I meant to say film. And it's also a volume. Oh, I guess Kill Bill 1 and 2 are actually called like are they called Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2? I think they are actually. So maybe I was right all along. Yeah, let's go. Biori can get this. She can go there. Kihara Ransu, is it? Ransu? Again, kind of falls in the same category as Biori, but Ransu does have his cool little scene where it's the torture scene. Was actually an illusion. Kind of like reminded me of like a scene from like Saw or something. Shame it wasn't real though, because it would have been cool if it was real. But I still like the scene. Again, I feel like New Testament 4 is just like a Quentin Tarantino thing going on. Got to get points for the style points. Hey, the style points. You see style? So funny. I like him a bit more than Biori. That will do. Actually, let's all hand him. Nah, yeah, let's all have him. Yeah, that'll do. Kagun. Oh no, I don't. Maria got a. Thank you. Kagun. Let's put Kagun at an S tier. Kagun's really cool. I like how he defected to the magic side, and he was like an expert on like life after death. What happens to life after life after death experiences. Because that kind of ties into the occult as well. You know, what happens after you die or when you're close to death. You know, what you experience. Do you have an out-of-body experience or not? And yeah, how he wanted revenge on Biori. He was a really interesting character to learn about. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's a shame. I mean, he got turned into a zombie after that, but yeah, it's a shame that we didn't get more of, him as a character. But I feel like his character was well rounded off in that one volume, so we didn't really need more from him, to be honest. I feel like he was just fine in that one volume. I know he appears after that, but he's just a zombie, so it's not even him either. It's isn't it like another soul in his body or something like that? Kamakara Maria. I like her. She's fun. Not amazing, though. She's okay. What ranking? Yeah, not much to a character. I mean, yeah, she does have a relationship with Kagun. They have their dynamic. She sympathizes with Kagun a lot. But yeah, apart from that, there's not much to say. And she's also sisters with Seria, who's above her. I swear this is really coincidental because I've got Nightly above Carissa and I've got the two sisters above each other. How weird is that? Okay, we've got the Russian Misaka. Is it 10,770 or something like that? If I remember that, I've done very well. It's something like that. Oh, we'll just call her Russian Misaka for now. Okay, Russian Misaka. She didn't really do much at all. She was just like there. She was just posing. She was cool. Was she cool? I feel like people just say her cool just because of her outfit. She just stood there and just said things. She didn't do anything in World War III. She can drive a tank. Okay. That's fine, I guess. If her character is her driving a tank, then I'm worried. Yeah, not much. Even fucking Maiden of Versailles didn't more than her. D. Lady Lee Tangle Road. Oh boy, here we go. Wait, why is Lady Lee here and not Arisa or Shotora? Why is it just Lady Lee? Oh, I'm sorry for all dudes. Terra Low. I thought Terra B is generous. A lot of people don't like Terra. Never watched the movie. I mean, I'm not missing out on much. There's some cool things about it. Some nice animation. Better than Index 3 animation, at least. But yeah, Lady Lee's okay. I wish I got... By the way, I did read the Endymion... I can't even say the word. Endymion manga recently. So I did get some more info about her. So she is fresh in my memory. Yeah, we got some backstory for her in the manga, but I just wish her motivations were fleshed out a bit more, because she basically wants to use a space elevator and then use Arisa to create a miracle that will end her life, I think. Because she's immortal, she's lived for like 800 years, and she wants to die. She sees no purpose in living. That's her character. But yeah, I wish we got more info generally about the whole Endymion thing, because a lot of it is like we don't get much detail, and a lot of it doesn't really add up. The tier list maker must be a lolicon. Maybe. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it probably make a bit more sense if you watched it or read it, but yeah. Oh yeah, she also staged like. Didn't she also create Arisa? I think she did. Like she staged like the airplane crash or the miracle. Well, yeah, we don't even. It doesn't even explain how she did that though. Like nothing is explained in the ending. Some things are explained, but not everything. Like we hardly get anything. And that's why Endymion is not that good, because a lot of it doesn't make any sense. Nothing really adds up. So, well, I feel like she does have potential as a character, or she did. She's not appearing again anytime soon. She had potential. If we got more about her, maybe she'd be higher. So I do think she's got potential as a character, but as it is, she is here. Loki. Again, Loki's only really there for one scene. Doesn't really do much. Loki can get top of D. Okay. Marion can get we'll put it there. Yeah, Marion's good. I like her character, especially during the Office arc where she betrays like Office. Like she's basically with Office because Office promised her that once she gets Gungnir, she's gonna grant basically what each member of Gremlin wants. I think the idea was that she'd grant like each of them like a perfect world for each of them. But obviously, Office never did that because she was after Imagine Breaker to, restore her phase. So yeah, I like her. And she's got really cool magic as well. More than the others excluded. Oh yeah, here we are for one of the popular characters from novel readers at least, because he's not in the anime yet. Yeah, Thor's really entertaining. He just loves to fight. He loves fighting, yeah. And yeah, he's pretty flexible with his allegiance as well. Like he doesn't mind working with Toma sometimes. Like he's a member of Gremlin. He doesn't really care about Gremlin at all. Like in the Office arc, he just beats them all up. Like, well, all the fodder members who aren't really good. Yeah, he's just like he doesn't really care. he just wants to challenge. He's only Yeah, I swear he says his only reason in Gremlin is just to fight people. I think just to find like worthy people to fight. Yeah, he's fun, really fun character. Obviously not the deepest character, but really fun character. Definitely kind of like Sugita, but I feel like Sugita's a bit more fun in my opinion. We'll put 4 at the top of S tier. Yakumi Hisako. Like I said, I don't really remember much about New Testament 7. It's been a while since I read it. I honestly don't remember anything about apart from the hero Agatate Halation project. I can't remember what motivations were. Like there were the heroes fighting each other at that place in Academy City. Like my memory so bad. Oh, and she was behind Renter as well. She was responsible for the Renter thing. I think, or she was working with Renter. I don't know if she did. She authorize Renter? Did she create Renter? I can't remember. What are there? Yeah, I don't remember about a character. Sorry. Maybe this would change if I read New Testament 7 again. But yeah. Okay, Ofness. Top 5 girls, easily. Who is better, her or worse? Does she deserve here? Am I really going for the 2 blondes at the top? Put the top of SS. Yeah, Ofness is really good. Like, just obviously there's a thing about her power, you know. Before she got Gungnir, well, when she was getting Gungnir, when she was like trying to get the 100% for her magic to work, you know, to become a magic god again. But then she's like, oh no, I can get hit by the fairy spell and do 100, like, I can do it the other way around, and I still get my power in reverse. I can just do whatever I want opposite, and I still get the power. It's like, what the hell? Like, I don't know why Olorus didn't think of that. That was a bit weird to me. But yeah, forgetting that. So Ofness wants to. I mean, she's lived for a very, very long time. I mean, probably more than you can put into numbers. And she wants to restore her. Like she basically went mad with power when she was a magic god, because she was just like, it's like when someone gets like a lot of power at first, when they're not used to it, they just like abuse it in a way. And she lost like her perfect world as a result, like her, you know, the world she liked the most. And as a result, you know, of creating so many phases, she couldn't remember it. And she can't bring it back. She can't remember it. So she needs Terma's Imagine Breaker to bring it back. So yeah, she basically just torments Terma that entire volume. Yeah. So she basically tormented Terma. But then she starts to appreciate Terma for who he is. And she realized her ways of doing things were selfish and wrong. And yeah, I really like their relationship. I don't know whether I ship them or not. I don't really see the romance between them. Some people do, but I don't really see it. I'm sorry. Well, don't get me wrong, I really like their relationship together. Oh, but I'd have Ofness with Terma over Misaka in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong. Okay, Saturn. Saturn is decent. Yeah, put Saturn there. Saturn's good, especially in the first arc of Railgun, like where she's once using the level upper. She sees herself as useless. You know, that was interesting. we get more interesting character moments here and there from Saturn, but yeah, I feel like the level up arc was her most important moments as a character. Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, Offness was flirting with Terma in that moment. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was teasing him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see much of a romance between them. I get that she's his understander. I get that. I get that relationship, but I don't see them hooking up. But I would prefer it over Misaka and Terma. Oh yeah, I realized Kanu Shinko isn't even on this list. This is terrible. Where's my man Kanu Shinko? Kanu Shinko would get like an A. I really like New Testament 12. I like he basically goes through the hero's journey in one volume. Like, I need to do a video about New Testament 12. It's like the most underrated volume in the series by far. Some people they really don't like New Testament 12, but I don't think they get New Testament 12 what I was going for. Obviously, it goes for quite a lot of new things. I think that's why people don't like it, but I feel New Testament 12 has a lot of really good writing to it. Okay. Anna Sprengel. We still don't know much about Anna. And from what I've seen of her, Anna. I like what she's doing with RNC Occultics. I like that development, but we don't know what her ultimate goal is yet. We don't know why she's doing things the way she's doing things. So we need more on her. Obviously, her character isn't, her character arc isn't done yet. We don't know when it's going to be done. So, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to rank Anna at the moment because she's not, a finalized character yet. But yeah, like Genesis Testament 2, it didn't really give me an amazing impression of her. Like, there's still a lot of unanswered questions about her. We'll rank it Earth now. Obviously, this isn't final because we haven't seen all of Anna yet. There's still more to come. She's okay for now. I haven't seen anything yet that has been outstanding or above average yet. Like she's okay. I just want it'd probably be like the same situation with Lola because when we first introduced Lola or Kronzon, we didn't really get much of a goal. We didn't know what her goal was, but then we got it, and then she became a better character as a result. So I think the same situation will happen with Anna at some point. At least I hope. Okay, Freya. The fetus mother, fetus baby thing. She was a weird character. She's like something like JoJo. She was really like a JoJo villain. I don't know how to rank it. She's gonna be at the bottom, near the bottom. She's not a very compelling character in my opinion. She's a bit weird. I'll put it there. Why is Izard an A tier? If you rewind and listen, I'll tell you, but I'll repeat it again. Izard is a really good character. He's definitely underappreciated. He's basically what Terma would have become if Terma failed to save Index in Volume 1. That's what Komachi says in volume 2 in the epilogue. And yeah, he's a desperate man. That's what he's portrayed as. He's desperate to save Index. Like, he'll literally do anything. He left the church for her on his own. He's willing to turn her into a vampire to do what he wants, and manipulates Himigami as well. Like, he just uses the ends to justify the means because he wants to save his friend, to bring him memories back because she forgot about him. But what he doesn't know is that Terma already saved Index and stopped the memory wipe. So that's why Izod is an A-tier character. He's complex morals, not a generic bad guy, interesting motivations. So yeah. All right, Sylvia. We will put Sylvia. She's okay. She's nice as a supporting character. Not much to her. I think she's a bit too harsh on Olorus, to be honest. She's okay. She can be annoying sometimes, just because of how harsh she is towards Olorus. I think she's way too harsh to him. I think she'll put a B. It's about the same level as Vasilisa. Yeah. That'll do. Samuel Mathers. Definitely up here. Sam Mathers is amazing. Honestly, one of the best things about the Kronzon arc. In New Testament 18, he was all right. In the backstory, in the flashback, whatever. But in New Testament 21, he was so good. Like, New Testament 21 is easily the best of the three in that arc. Like, just his relationship with Alistair and Mina as well. Like, how he contrasted from Alistair, because he was really jealous of Alistair because Alistair was like a prodigy. He was naturally, he was, like you're becoming genius in the Golden Dawn. While Mathers wanted to use Alistair to bring about new techniques and create the magic toolbox, which will benefit everyone. While Mathers, was selfish, he wanted to use the Imagine Breaker for himself, and he didn't tell Alistair about his unfortunate daughter passing away in the future. And yeah, Mathers was jealous of Alistair because Mathers had love. He was in love with Mina. They both loved each other, but he didn't have like the wealth of Alistair because Mathers was always trying to prove himself. He linked himself to accounts in Scotland. He wanted to be seen as someone important in life. Obviously, he was a very influential magician, but he never achieved his goals in life. While Alistair was closer to achieving his goals, he's been planning to, destroy magic for years, and he got pretty close at one point. Meanwhile, Alistair, while he did have love briefly with his daughter, he lost that, and then he never had the love of his wife because his wife became an alcoholic and died. So yeah, it's tragic. And during their fight, they kind of put the differences aside and they kind of like come to a mutual understanding, which was a beautiful send off to the character. Really well written. Who's this? Saint Germain. Genesis Testament 2 definitely ranked Saint Germain higher. Saint Germain. Put Saint Germain in S tier. If you haven't read Genesis Testament 2, I definitely recommend it because Saint Germain's interactions with Terma is great, and we got to learn more about Saint Germain. Seen as like a liar, but Saint Germain always wanted to do good. Like, he was misunderstood, and he kind of just went along with it, being turned into a pill and everything. He got made into literal drugs. But yeah, Toma was the only one willing to give Saint Germain a chance, so it's nice to see them team up together. We're nearly at the end. Okay, Dion Fortune. Dion is an interesting character. I like her. Another Golden Dawn member. We'll put her in A tier. Yeah, I really like her. I really like her design. She's got a really nice costume. I really like that. I want to see a Dion Fortune cosplayer. That'd be cool. But yeah, lacking a bit of sauce or spice to get her up to an S tier. But yeah, I like her motivations, and she becomes the new Archbishop. That's cool. Her interactions with Mazaro are quite interesting as well. Yeah. Okay, last but kind of least, we have Fran. We will put Fran at, I think a B tier suits Fran. We'll put it there. Yeah, I don't mind Fran. I like that how she got over her love for Kamisato in New Testament 17. That was a nice bit of development for her. She's definitely one of the most, characters that stand out in the Kamisato arc. Out of the harem, like the other harem members, we don't really get much of them, but she got a decent amount. Oh yeah, I realized Salome isn't even on this list. That's unfortunate. Salome would be about B tier, by the way, probably higher than Fran. I like Salome a bit more. Yeah, there are some characters who aren't on this list, which is a shame. Well, yeah, that's my final tier list. Okay, let me know what you think of my tier list. What time is it now? Yeah, I don't mind answering some questions if you have any. But yeah, thanks guys for coming. I won't end it just yet. I'll stay if anyone has any questions. So yeah. Disagree with a lot of things. Well, everyone's got a different opinion. Lolicon, no Salome. No, still Cendrillon. Cendrillon doesn't really do much, to be honest, but yeah. Yeah, if I was right, Cendrillon, I don't know, I'd probably give her a C or a D. I never really cared for Cendrillon. What will I do for 2K subs? I haven't decided yet. I've only going to decide what I do for 1K subs. I don't know. I'll probably let you guys decide. Actually, no, that's a bad idea because you'll probably want me to dress up as a Bunny Aqua cosplay. I don't know. I'll probably make a similar video to this, to be honest. Don't know if it'd be another tier list, but it'd probably be a live stream. Am I familiar with Fate series? I've seen some of the anime for it. I've seen Unlimited Playworks anime. I've seen Fate Zero. What else have I seen? I've seen Fate Apocrypha. That's about it. I'm not a huge fan of Fate at all. Zero is okay, and I don't really. Apocrypha's all right as well. They're not amazing, in my opinion. And Unlimited Playworks was really bad. I hated that. Sorry, I'm not a fan of Fate Stay Night. People say the visual novel's better, but I'm like, I've seen like playthroughs of it, and yeah, from a writing standpoint, it looks not that great. If I'm being honest. Oh, hey Zach, how you doing? Nice to see you here. You're up late, aren't you, Zach? Can you explain the organizations of a certain magical index? Yeah, I can do it at some point. Probably get around to doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of video ideas at the moment. It'll probably take a while to do them all, but hey. Yeah, at least I won't be running out of, video ideas soon. I've got lots of ideas and people keep suggesting me stuff. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. He's from Russia. That's why there were so many Russian Orthodox characters in the list, like Vasilisa and Kranz. Right, a fanfic with 2K subs. To be honest, I was writing a Fiamma backstory fanfic on fanfiction, but I wrote 2 chapters of it, but I stopped because I got busy and I kind of lost motivation to do it. But I might continue it if people want it. It's about Fiamma's rise to power in Rome and the Vatican, and there's a bit of like ancient Rome stuff in there, like magic wise, which hasn't really been done in Index. So yeah, I'd like to continue it. It kind of establishes the origins of Godric Seat with my fan fiction, but yeah. AK best boy. Cashman is on fanfiction.net. If you go on like the index part of fanfiction.net and then you search Fiamma or Fiamma SS, it'll come up with it. I'll type it for you. Oh, it says YouTube rejecting my comment. That's not very nice. I'll try to do it on my phone instead. There we go. I think that works. Did that comment? For some reason, YouTube's not letting me comment on in the video. I don't know why. Kamaji has done some kind of Greek mythology. If you read the Endymion manga, you have a bit of Greek, because Lady Lee Tangleroad is actually revealed to be a Greek magician. So yeah, he's already done that. Not much, obviously. Halo Wars at this hour. I mean, I could do because I'm like on beer, so yeah. I'll be finishing soon anyway. What videos content will you do in the future? I will be doing that Alistair video I was talking about. I want to make that one of my best videos though, because I need to do Alistair justice, so I'll do a video on why Alistair is so good. And I want to do a video on Fiamma as well. Why Fiamma is one of the most evil villains in Index, because that guy is just wants to genocide the entire planet to bring about utopia. So I want to do about him. Yeah, also I need to do Accelerator Character Analysis Part 2. So yeah, stuff like that. And I've also got some ideas about people like the character like versus things. So I might do some videos about that since those seem to be popular. All right, Daniel. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. You might want to fill some video content so you don't watch. Yeah. I'm planning to do more video clips in my videos. If that makes sense. Yeah, I've got a software on my laptop now that I can easily support that now. So yeah, I'll be downloading more of the anime clips and using those. So yeah, expect to see more video stuff in my videos, if that makes sense. Kiyama was a good villain. How far do you agree? Is Kiyama the level upper stripper? Right, yeah. Kiyama's all right, yeah. She's a decent villain. I don't mind her. Not the best, but yeah, she'll probably get a B from me. Or an A. Low A or B. Kiyama did nothing wrong. Yeah, he just wanted to make the world a better place. Even though he started World War III, which is not a great idea. Yeah, I'll take my time on Alistair video. I mean, I wrote the script for it. Well, not all of it. I wrote like probably more than half of it. So yeah, then obviously the long, it'll take a while to edit it. That'll be the hard part. But yeah, hopefully it pays off. All right, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, I'll try and upload a video next week maybe. Also, I'm going to probably do a podcast soon, another podcast, get some new guests on it. Probably get you, Zvivex, on it. Sorry, I can't say your name that well. Yeah, I know you wanted to come on the podcast, so I might have you on next time. That'll be fun. Or do you join Skill Out? I don't know. It depends if I'm a high level or low level. Maybe if I was a low level, I would. But yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate the support and hopefully continue to grow my channel in the future. And hopefully I'll invest in better microphone and stuff. Yeah, thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.